My name is Ayato. Yo! I'm the head of the Kamisata clan. Yo! Uh-huh. Pussy?
Okay, you fucking bitch.
Alright, Thoma, the illegal immigrant. His skills looked pretty pleasant, but the issue was his talent. It wasn't even decent, but then they dropped his present, so he became a legend, yet to her,
I've got no friends, no friends.
he was still a fucking servant.
No, I'm a housekeeper. I'm not a servant. Right, guys?
I don't have any friends! Elemental skill, Servant's Desperation. Because Thoma is a loyal servant who is willing to go through the effort of running all the way from here to there just because Ayato forgot something at his house, he chooses to put in the effort whenever he kicks his enemies. But look how unnecessary that is. He has a spear. A fucking spear!
But no, Thoma's like, I'm gonna kick for my masters.
After the use of his elemental skill, Thoma gains a shield that apparently can't protect him from the denial he's in from learning that he's a servant. And as lame as that is, it also doesn't last that long, like his friendship with Ayaka.
But I gained so many particles from this, so it's good.
The shield strength is based on his max HP, but the damage of his kick is based on his attack, so split scaling. Elemental Burst. The Servant's Armor.
Housekeeper.
Housekeeper's Armor?
Wait.
Housekeeper's Armor. Thoma creates 2 giant shoulder plates that he doesn't put on his shoulders, which is really... Really? Now I know the giant shoulder plates here makes you feel safe and protective, especially because Thoma's skill gives you a shield, but don't let that illusion fool you. This does not protect you. It's fake armor. It does, however, spew out pyro waves that actually looks really cool whenever you use your normal attack. Whenever the Housekeeper armor deals damage to an enemy, it summons the same shield from his elemental skill, which is much weaker, but it can stack. Every spew or unnecessary kick from Thoma will create a shield that stacks from the previous shield, and he has a talent that increases shield strength by stacking as well. Now, Thoma has a passive talent that increases his burst damage by 2.2% of his HP. The issue here is that it's 2.2%. 2.2%? Really? A condom's failure rate is higher than that. Because of his bosses, who oversees one of the main 3 government branches of a whole ass country, insists on having their fish fresh from the waters, Thoma's servant ass had to go fishing so many times that he learned how to catch 2 fish at once. Fuck. Constellations. Constellation 1. Anyone with Thoma's shield except those with the servant status is damaged. Thoma's skill and burst cooldown is decreased by 3 seconds. Constellation 2. Shoulder plate duration is increased by 3 seconds. Constellation 3. Skill talent up by 3. Constellation 4. Using burst gives Thoma 15 energy. Constellation 5. Burst talent up by 3. Constellation 6. Gaining or stacking Thoma's shield gives 50% normal charge and plus attack damage increase. Now, if you didn't get any of that, that's fine, because as soon as you get these constellations, you're gonna unlock them anyway, so who cares? They're good. Moving on to weapons. Dragon's Bane. This has the highest ultimate mastery out of any spear in the game with a 220 ultimate mastery. And the ability will actually work with this Thoma's build because you're probably going to apply Hydra with whatever Hydra unit you have to make the blue, and then you're probably going to apply them with Pyro so you could Burgeon them. Next we have the the Inozuman Spear. It's free, so you do have to do some long-ass quest, and it does have a lower ultimate mastery compared to the Dragon's Bane, but the ability gives you energy by taking away energy. I personally used this because I forgot Dragon's Bane existed, so I accidentally leveled this to 90, which is a shit ton of resources, but it's still good. You know, I'm not coping. Shut up. But if you want more energy, I guess you can go with the Favonius Lance, but the issue with the Favonius Lance is that you need to crit in order to get those extra energy particles, and with this build, Thoma ain't critting, so personally, I don't like using Favonius, nor will I suggest it to you. Next up, we have the Moon Piercer. That is a cool name, and I've never seen this weapon in my entire life, and the ability actually works with Thoma. If you cause any dendro reaction with this weapon, even if you're not on the field, it drops a leaf that you can pick up, you know, like that chili that Golbot drops, and this leaf gives you 16% attack and 32% at max refinement. So it's pretty good for off-field Burgeon reactors like Thoma. Thoma? You are a housekeeper. The only polearm you need is the broom. Now clean my room. I spilled my boba for the 486th time. Alright, builds. As a pyro unit, Thoma's options are Vaporize, Melt, and Overload. All of his abilities as increased shield strength, stacks. It doesn't actually help with anyone's damage, so you gotta do it yourself by building him with Burgeon. Now, Burgeon is a process where these two work together to nurture and raise the Dendro Bloom. Then someone just boils that nurtured Dendro Bloom and...
Mom? Dad? I don't feel very good.
Now, Burgeon damage is based on the user's elemental mastery, character level, and it ignores defense. So all you need is elemental mastery, energy recharge, and HP. If you just want him to shield your units and apply pyro so you can melt or vaporize with your cryo and hydro units, then you could do that. How much does this servant need? If you have a triple elemental mastery primary on Hourglass, Goblet, and Circlet, you get a total of 561 elemental mastery, which is a start, but we want a bit more from the flower and the feather. Now this is the hard part. You're gonna have to pray that your artifact rolls continuously rolls into elemental mastery over and over again through that keyhole that says 25%, but it actually isn't. Bullshit. So here's a tip from someone who played this game for 3 years on how I get better rolls. Ugh. I played this game for 3 years, just roll into what I need. COVID-19 inflamed my lungs. Give me what I want. I need. Let me have it. But there are other ways to get ultimate mastery. Like, I grabbed an ultimate mastery weapon, and this ultimate mastery looks decent enough. Then I had Naruhodō, so she gives my on-field unit 250 ultimate mastery. So now he has 1,000 ultimate mastery. Now the next concern: energy recharge. Thoma's unnecessary ass kick has a stupid long cooldown, and his Housekeeper armor needs 80 energy. Fucking 80. A meteor is worth half of that. If you have a C4, you can use your skill after your burst, and your Ketine, Inazuma Spear ability will continuously activate, but you're still going to need energy recharge. Well, this is mine, and you might need more if you don't have C4. Next, HP. Thoma's shield is not as bad as I made it sound in this video. Here's an example. This is Thoma's scaling, and this is Zhongli's scaling. But Thoma's shield is a pyro shield, so if someone sprays water on it, it'll just teleport to like Enkonomia or some shit. And Zhongli's, well, he's God, so he has 150% resistance to everything. But it's still pretty solid. It's just don't go in rain. Now, if you are a beginner, I would recommend the 4-piece Exile set, so you can consistently get energy. Now, if your AR is higher than 45, I recommend the piece set that literally has the word Burgeon in its description. And if you read it fully, it says 40% damage increase to any bloom reactions, like Burgeon. So, whoa, this is the best. To be fair though, this domain is, it's great for like one character, so I would understand if you don't want to waste your resin on this domain, especially when he's smaller than that COVID test that I did. The other option would be Gilded Dreams. Dreams that are thinly covered in gold, like Game Freak. Depending on the diversity of your team, the set either gives you attack or ultimate mastery. If it's less diverse, you get more attack. If you're more diverse, more ultimate mastery. It does a similar amount of damage as the Bloom set. I have this on Kuki, and it does consistent high damage. It's pretty good. Lastly, if you're just looking for a shielder that applies pyro so you can melt or vaporize or whatever the you want to do, then Tenacity of the Millilith. Fun fact: Thoma's dad is Inazuman and his mom is from Mondstadt. I guess that's why he's split scale. Hey, yo! Teams! You can do whatever you want, but this is a Burgeon Thoma guide. So the important aspect is you need a Dendro unit and a Hydro unit, and wow, there's a lot of Dendro units now. Well, truth be told, I don't have any of them, so I can't really tell you. But as long as they're good at applying the Dendro elements consistently as possible, then it's probably good. Well, if they're all bad at that, you can use 2 Dendro units and constantly apply Dendro. For Hydro units, there's so many. There's like Xingqiu, there's Yelan, there's Komi, there's even Candace if you have her C6, which I don't, but I would switch her with Aito in a heartbeat. And for the last slot, if you have it, personally, I use Kuki, because I'm bad at managing energy, so whenever that happens, I just switch to Kuki, Hyper Bloom, heal. By the time that's done, Thoma's gonna have his energy back. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really do. This is a quick message for my subscribers. I know you guys are probably wondering, where the fuck were you, Jay? Short answer is I touched grass. Long answer, I'll be talking about that in a live stream, which is gonna happen after this video on YouTube. And I know that that I said that I was gonna make a Naruhodō video, a Kale video, and I never actually made one. I thought it was more appropriate for me to upload the Thoma video before the Naruhodō video because Thoma's actually out right now. But the next video, well, there's no guarantees, but most likely it's Naruhodō, unless something random happens. And yes, for future videos, I will be continuously using Blender for guides, which, man, I don't know if this is a good idea for me. I mean, it's probably a good idea for you guys. But for me, this takes up very long, which is kind of bad for you guys too, now that I think about it. But either way, I'll try to make things more interesting. But other than that, I really hope you guys liked the video. And if you guys did, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to comment down something sassy like, oh, I thought you were 6 feet below already, well, you're free to do that. And if you guys are new to the channel and want to see more stuff from me, consider pressing that subscribe button with the notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I do something crazy. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. a great night, whatever time zone you guys are in. I'll see you guys next time.